Morning bookworms. It's Saturday and I have overslept really badly. So I look like very puffy, but I have to do some assignment work today for sure. It's due not this week but next week, so I got to get a wriggle on with it. So I'm going to make a coffee and have some breakfast and then get into some study.
You're a good girl. Good dog. What a good dog.
Just done 50 minutes. I've set up the assignment and I've done all the formatting and it's just ready for content to be plugged into it now. So, but my brain's ground to a halt. I can't think anymore, so I think I need to go for a walk or something to clear my head. I'm just kind of staring at the screen wondering what to do next. So I think I need to stop just for a second for a refresher. Go for a walk? Gonna go for a walk? Okay, let's go. Good girl. Who's this? You tell me this. What are you doing? Being a good boy. Are you? Such a good boy.
75 years later.
So it is 2:45. I think I got about maybe a little bit more than an hour and a half of writing in today. So that's pretty good considering how unmotivated I felt. I really did not want to do any writing today. I was so, just the thought of sitting down and having to engage my brain was just a bit too much today. I didn't want to do it at all, but I told myself if I just did half an hour, I would be really proud of myself. I could maybe get 500 words done today of a 2,500 word assignment. I would at least have a good chunk of it done and I'd feel really good. And do you know what? That worked. And also vlogging for you guys always helps to motivate me, I find. So I managed to get 670 words down. So I overachieved, which is fantastic. I got the whole sort of introduction rationale section written, like drafted. So yeah, really good. And I have just started using Zotero, which is the referencing and citation software. I kind of played with it before, but I'd never really used it. And in this assignment, I've decided to use it properly. And it's been good so far. I haven't had any real mishaps. I tried EndNote, but I just found that a bit less user-friendly. And Zotero it's free, so I can use EndNote with my institution's kind of license. But if I ever change institutions, like change universities, you don't have it anymore and you have to pay for it, or you have to rely on the next institution having a license. And I just kind of thought that sounded a bit risky. So I'm using the online version Zotero, which I find is a little bit more user-friendly, a little bit more intuitive. I did multiple kind of online tutorials using both platforms and decided to go with Zotero. So I'm using that, and I've written, a good kind of chunk of my assignment, which is not due till the week after next. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. Pretty happy that I got myself motivated to do it. So as a reward, I'm going to read more of Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. I've just started reading that, and it's not something I would usually kind of pick up, but it is dark academia. I love R.F. Kuang. She's fantastic. I loved Yellowface, and I haven't read Babel yet, but I've heard that's fantastic too. And this is about two scholars. They're scholars of magic at Cambridge University. They're both learning, I don't know what the exact subject they're doing. It's like alchemy, runes and alchemy. So these two scholars have accidentally stuffed up an experimental spell and have sent their professor to hell. So they're going into hell to try and get him back, and because they feel bad, but also they need him for their postgraduate research, so they need to go and get him back because he's their professor and their supervisor. So far it's been really funny, and it kind of is a little bit Terry Pratchett-esque. And who else does it remind me of? It's a little bit kind of, it has a Harry Potter vibe too, that kind of Hogwarts vibe, and having to go through quests to and go on a journey to kind of in a fantastical land kind of thing. Yeah, it's been good so far. So I'm reading this, and I'm only like 10% of the way through it. I haven't gotten very far through it, but that's my reward for getting all that writing done today. So I'm going to treat myself to some reading. And we picked Big One up from the airport today. She came back from her big Japan school trip. She went to school in Japan for a week and then went touring Japan with her schoolmates for a week. And they had an absolute blast. Her host family was so lovely. Her Japanese schoolmates were amazing. They were so friendly and helpful and kind. She's made so many new friends in Japan. She knows that these are my unicorn, these sugar senbei. They're not the ones with the white kind of shelly kind of sugar coating. They're the ones with these sugar crystals. They're coated in these sugar crystals, but they're kind of soy sauce flavored as well. So they're sweet and savory. That combination, I am obsessed, and I cannot find these anywhere in Australia. And so far, I have only found them in one specific place in Japan. And my daughter was traveling with her school group, and they went to this particular place, Sunshine City in Ikebukuro, and she looked up and went, "Oh, I know that supermarket, that's familiar." And she walked in, and it was the supermarket we got these in on our Japan trip last time. They were in the same place. She recognised it, and she bought me a packet and brought them back. So that was the best surprise ever. I haven't had these for about 2 years. And before that, it took me 14 years to find them again, because I had them the very first time I went to Japan, and I looked for them for 14 years, couldn't find them. Found them in Ikebukuro, and then she found a packet again in Sunshine City in Ikebukuro. So she brought me back a packet, and I was so excited. So I don't know whether to like eat them all while they're still fresh, or whether to like try and savor them. I don't know if I'll be able to savor them. I don't know if I'll be able to hold out that long, but I'm going to eat some of these, and I'm going to read Katabasis. Okay, I've just read the first 100 pages of Katabasis, and I am going to love this. I can tell already. It is such a funny adventure. It's so witty. I already love the characters. It's got such an academic setting. There's so many themes of academia in this book. I just know I'm going to love it. They've already been into a library in hell, and, you know, I mean, what more is there to say? That's perfection. I'm not going to do any more study today. I've got some time, so I'm going to, you know, pace myself to do this assignment. I'm not going to rush to do it all at once. I've got a few days, a few sessions planned to get this assignment done. So it's worth 50%, but I feel confident that I can do it. It's a good subject. It's the one that I swapped into from the subject that wasn't keeping my attention, and I swapped into this subject instead, and it's been a really good decision. It was such a knee-jerk decision at the time, but I'm so glad that I did it. It's much more suited to what I'm interested in, so that's really good. So I'm going to have plenty of time, I think, within the next 2 weeks to finish that assignment. I've already written 670 odd words, and it's all formatted and set out, just ready. I've got my resources and everything. I just need to kind of plug in the content into it. So, and I'm confident I know what I'm going to write. So really unmotivated to do it today. I still feel confident that I'll get it done. So it's school holidays now, so big one and little one are home. Thinking tomorrow we might go for a bike ride, and I'm back at the library on Tuesday. I might actually end this vlog here, and thank you for watching all the way through and for spending this study weekend with me. It's actually a long weekend here in Melbourne because of the AFL Grand Final, which is like a bit of an odd one that is just unique to Melbourne. So we had Friday off as well. So it was a really nice excuse to get some study and some reading done. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and send all your bookworm friends down to the comments below. Send them this way, get them to like and subscribe to the channel, and then we can compare study motivation tips in the comments below. If you have any study motivation tips for when you're really not motivated to do the task, I would love to hear them. Sometimes I really need motivating, even though I know I can do it. Just sitting down and doing the just getting the job done is really hard. It's hard to motivate yourself. I only have, I'm doing 2 subjects this semester, and after that I only have 3 subjects to go, and I finish my masters. I should finish next year, all going well. So, oh my gosh, it's been a long slog. You guys have been here for most of it if you're OG bookworms. it's been a long slog, and sometimes it's hard to balance it around life. And I have got a job, 4-day-a-week library job, and I do have a long commute, and I do have a husband and 2 kids and a mortgage and I'm in my 40s and I'm trying to balance all that. It's not always easy. I have trouble motivating myself sometimes life gets in the way of study, sometimes the best laid plans all go to poo and I can't do it. So I've definitely looking forward to the end of my master's, to be honest. I'm looking forward to, I've kind of focused on that light at the end of the tunnel. I'm focused on graduating and wearing that cap and gown and, you know, walking across that stage and getting my master's degree, being an official, even though I already am working as a librarian, having the official degree and the title, my master's degree. Oh, I'm really looking forward to that, actually. And I've got the motivation of going to London in a couple of weeks to look forward to this semester. So that's really cool. I'll be, I leave on the 19th of October to go over to London for my study visit and visit all those cool places. More details on that when I have them. We already have a bit of a loose kind of itinerary of where we'll be going, but that we have a meeting on Tuesday online to kind of finalise our itinerary of where we'll be going in London and all the study visit sites. We'll be visiting all the libraries and information organisations we're visiting. I know one of them is Windsor Castle, which is so cool because I had to go through all the security checks and the routines. They have to security check you before you go in. So I've done all that and hopefully passed with flying colours so I can go into Windsor Castle, into the archives. That's going to be super cool and super interesting. I cannot wait for that. So yeah, I think I'm going to end this here. Thanks so much for being here again, guys. Don't forget to treat yourself with kindness and patience. If you need a break, take a break. Treat yourself the way you would treat your best friend, because you should be your own best friend. And I will catch you in the next one. Okay, so I've just done 50 minutes. Oh, sorry, nearly dropped the phone. Oh, where am I? Just like I did, like